Welcome back to the Wrestling Related Podcast, where the topics are related to wrestling. The three of us are related to each other. I am Josh.
I'm Dustin.
Ori.
And you guys are catching us on our prediction episode. We have got WWE Bad Blood, and I know I'm not the only one, maybe the only one of us three, but I'm not the only wrestling fan out there that every time they hear this pay-per-view now, they can't help but to have Taylor Swift in their ears. So, because now we got Bad Blood.
You're the only one here.
Hey, now we got Bad Blood. And
ain't
we got problems and stuff.
Is that one of her songs?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And why they haven't, WWE didn't capitalize on doing this. I mean, obviously, there can be some crossover between the Swifties and sports fans. So, why not? Money. Yeah, but, I mean, come on. Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, they love the WWE. All they would have had to do is say, hey, Trav, do you think maybe you could put us in contact and we could do Bad Blood?
But they're already
helping
to get Taylor them with her career, so they don't need to help anything else.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So, anywho, do we just want to jump in on this? I mean, I'm not sure I want to necessarily jump in on this because I got a crown for King of Predictions that I don't really want to defend, but we probably should.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want to offend.
I don't really want to defend because I want to keep this thing.
No, you just want to go and scene.
Yes, I want to say I am the King of Predictions forevermore. And now I'm thinking Raven. Anywho, WWE Bad Blood coming up on PLE. Let's get right into it.
Early.
It is, it's going to be, what is it?
Early show because 6 p.m. or something like that.
Yep, 5 o'clock Central Time. I'll take it.
They want it done early enough so that the fans can still switch over and watch UFC after that without any.
I might be done smoking barbecue by then.
That might work. So it'll work for me. I don't mind it being an early night on a Saturday night before I got church on Sunday, so that'll work. All right, Bad Blood. We have got Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the title belt. I get to start things off. I have not paid attention to hardly any of these storylines, which means every single one of my predictions is going just based on what I want. What?
To help you with the storylines, Dom has to be locked in a shark cage.
Ooh. It's a Dominic on a pole match?
Kinda.
It's a daddy on a pole.
Only she doesn't really want him, just the belt. The belt's the only thing on the line.
Didn't they do one of those with a Vicky Guerrero in a cage or something like that?
I think they did Vicky one time. Yes.
Is he going to start screaming out of the cage just like Vicky did? Because that would be hilarious.
Well, according to last night, he's very, very claustrophobic. But, it's a bar. It's a cage. It's not like, being enclosed in like a padded room.
Well, wasn't there a cage match or one of those trapped in a cage recently? I can't remember if it was AEW or if it was WWE. But they had an issue where they couldn't unlock the cage, but yet they just slid sideways through the bars and got out.
They did. Who was that? It was.
I can't remember. It might have been WWE, but whichever one it was pretty bad. Be hilarious if it was Dominic in that one too.
He's in a cage.
So
all right.
So what do you want?
Well. You know what? I always love the chase. I want to see more of this, so I do not want Rhea to win it. I want Liv to defend successfully. I want to see Liv Morgan win, and I want to see it to be a little bit of a schmoz fest in there. So I'm going to go with Liv Morgan.
I'm going with Mommy Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
And what else? That's all you got to say?
That's it.
He's like, this is easy. I could have phoned this bad boy in.
No explanation necessary.
It's one of those days. I just got back from the hurricane area, so I'm spent right now.
True.
And we're glad to have you. I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley. I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley.
Okay, so let me just ask this. Now that our predictions are locked in,
yeah,
who's chasing after Rhea if she gets the title?
Oh, I think we're going to have a shuffling of some people.
Yeah.
And we've got some people that are coming in that are rumored, whether it be Charlotte Flair or who's the other one that's rumored to be with the Wyatt Six. What's her name?
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. And if she comes in, then she would be a good foil to put the Wyatt Six against the Judgment Day, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe, yeah.
So on and so forth.
Although
Who knows?
And part of it is I want, like, as much as I've been enjoying Nia Jax over there, and this will go into, I guess, my next prediction as we go down. I'll just spoil it, but I don't want Bayley to win. I want a heel and a face, and I think it would be fun to see Rhea jump brands and go after a Nia Jax, because then it's more believable for her to take that belt. And then there's like 50 different people that could go against Liv Morgan and make it believable.
But see, Nia Jax is already going to end up with that feud against Tiffy Time. So you know that's going to come because they're already kind of putting in little seeds. I'll tell you what I think. I think Rhea's going to win it, and I think Chelsea Green is going to start getting pushed, and I think she's going to start going after it.
Let's go.
That could work. Or what if Tiffy Time just jumps ship and she uses it on this one? That'd be hilarious.
That's possible.
Neither one of them get it. All right, let's go on to the next match, and we'll just keep it right with Judgment Day. We'll go straight in.
Judgment Day.
We have got Damien Priest versus Finn Balor. Dustin, you're up.
This is me. So I'm going to go with, since I did Rhea last one, I'm going to go with Finn.
Finn Balor.
They had a little squabble last night on, or I guess it's been a couple nights now, on Raw. But then again, if you stick to your
theory,
my theory, since Damian Priest got beat down, then theoretically,
the last 3 weeks in a row,
Damian Priest would be okay. I changed my vote. I'm going with Damien.
I'm with you, Dustin.
You're going with the Damien. Okay.
Yep, I'm going with Damien.
Just because his ongoing theory, whoever got beat the night before the pay-per-view,
yep,
they're going over. I don't know. Just the way it's laid out, I think they're going to drag this out longer than just hey, now I'm going to get my hands on you.
Yeah.
At least the Rhea and Liv, that's been since before SummerSlam.
True.
So we've had some time to get with that. This one, they haven't had a whole lot to it, a whole lot of opportunity for them to kind of go at it. This is their first time really tying up. I'm going to go with Finn.
Okay. And yeah, I'm going with Finn Balor, just because I want Finn to win, and I want to see this drag out, and I will one-up your whoever gets beat down at the previous thing winds up doing it. I will say whoever winds up winning at the previous pay-per-view will not win at the current pay-per-view. And Damien and Rhea both won at the last one, so neither one of them win.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, the only exception is when it's like for a title belt and you're the champion and you defend, then you could like win, lose.
3 years of Roman Reigns. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that one is there.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know. For this one, it feels like, Finn. So that's what I'm going with on that
rule
one.
Number one, that there's an exception to every rule.
Yes.
Every rule.
And rule number 2, I apparently do predictions by whatever I feel like, which changes as often as, I don't know, baby's diapers.
The wind blows.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll move on. The other one that I started to spoil, Nia Jax defending her title against Bayley. Corey, you're up.
You had to give me this one.
Yep.
What was
This is the easiest one for me.
I had these all figured out last night, and now I'm like
rethinking everything.
I forgot what I had decided on this one, because the other two I've got pretty well decided on. Why don't you guys go ahead and say while I collect my
Mulligan.
Oh, well, I already kind of spoiled mine. I said Nia. Just because I like Nia as a champion. I just wish that she would be adding a little bit more of the funny haha that she does, but yeah, I'm getting a kick out of it. Plus, there is the option of with Nia as a champion, they can go a lot of different ways. Yes, they can go with Tiffy time and that feud, which seems like it could be there, but they could also have a Charlotte Flair come in. That would be a believable feud right out the gate. It could also be a Rhea Ripley jumping brands and going straight in. Like, all of those are great ways that they could go with Nia. I could even see Chelsea Green, going after Nia Jax too. So lots of options with Nia. With Bayley, it's a little bit harder for me to see where they're going to go with that. And it kind of feels like, why? Why did you put the belt on Nia just to immediately take it away from Bayley to Bayley?
Right.
Like that's where it just breaks down for me. So
I get what you're saying. However, this is like the second pay-per-view that these two have gone at it. And that's how it ran last time. And there was two of the three people that could interject in it are on the heel side that you mentioned, which doesn't really play towards the heel thing. But so I don't know. It's not about clear as mud.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with Nia Jax. I agree. I like her as a champion. I just think she sucks as a wrestler. But I'm going to go with Nia Jax for that matchup. But I also think Tiffy's going to cash in on Nia tonight or Saturday night.
Really?
Yep. I think she's going to cash in and she's going to get it.
Okay.
Now we're back to Corey.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the other... Yeah. All right. Nia keeps the belt. I have difficulty seeing them do the exact same match, 2 pay-per-views in a row, and with the same result. However, but they got to do something. It's got to be something different, whether it be a run-in, whether it be a cash-in, something. They gotta change it up, because if it's just the same old tease the cash-in and Nia walks out with the belt, clean win, then they're just regurgitating the last pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So Nia.
Yeah, reluctantly. Yeah. Yeah, if you have to make me choose something, then yeah.
All right, reluctantly Nia. Let's go with... Should we just keep giving Corey the first pick as often as he wants to take mulligans?
Well, you only get one mulligan.
Yep, you only get one mulligan. It's
he's
like
already
golf.
used his.
All right, let's go with CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
This is the easiest one of the bunch.
Hell in the Cell.
Drew McIntyre. That's my pick.
You're high.
I picked Drew McIntyre. Hey, I told you I'm picking what I want, and I do not want CM Punk. I'm tired of CM Punk. I am just...
I am too,
paint
but...
chips.
I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see it anymore. And I also would rather see Drew McIntyre get a main event push than CM Punk, which makes no sense as far as, like, from a logical standpoint. I know they're not going to do it, but I'm not voting what I think they're going to do. I'm voting what I want them to do. And I want them to bury CM Punk. But...
I'll agree with you on that logic. However,
you're going to pick smartly.
Match. Yeah, CM Punk's going to win it. It's an easy one. Corey.
I think that Drew McIntyre is the textbook wrestler to be a flagship for any company.
Correct.
If I were to start my own company and I got an actual draft and I got to pick anybody from any wrestling company out there to be my first number one pick, he's the guy. He looks great. He can talk great. He can work great. I don't see a downside to him unless he just costs an extra million more than everyone else.
He can work face. He can work heel.
Any of it.
His heel is much better than his face, but
sure.
But he's still got a face
good.
that is better than many of the other faces that they're currently pushing.
So good. And the fact that they were able to capitalize on him winning from what's his face at WrestleMania? Seth,
yeah.
Yeah. And then losing the belt like minutes later and being able to pull that off and all of it just totally bought in. I mean, and it didn't hurt him any.
Right.
It didn't hurt him in the least. All it did was give them another fuel to put on this fire. And it was great. Not everybody could do that. So kudos to him and everything he's done, especially since with this and CM Punk being out for so long. And my getting tired of CM Punk is just because of his injury being drug out so long and them trying to keep it alive. But with this match, let's bookend this. Done. CM Punk can go. Move on.
All right, so you're picking CM Punk too?
Yes.
I'm rooting for a Seth Rollins interference.
Seth Rollins already came out Monday night against Bronson Reed. So
yeah, I don't care.
They're taking a swerve on that.
I don't care. I'm rooting for a Seth Rollins interference in this match.
Okay.
And that will lead us to the last one, which, hey, it's the most difficult one for me to pick, which I'm glad I put it last, so that way I get a pick last. This is Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Dustin, you're up.
So Roman Reigns gave his word that he would have Cody's back.
Correct. He didn't say anything about having his front.
Cody didn't necessarily give his word that he would have Roman Reigns' back, did he? Or did he? I don't remember.
He said, I need your word that you have my back so I can have your back.
Gotcha. Okay. And then you got I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I can't stand Solo right now. So he's playing that part perfectly. Right. Good job.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is a tough one.
This is the hard one because I could see them, and I think the winner of this match is kind of an inconsequential outcome to the future of the storyline. Like, win or lose, it doesn't really matter all that much. They can take it a variety of different ways because who wins, it just puts a little emphasis on what's next.
There's so many layers to this onion.
And there's nothing on the line, right? There's not the Rebel Chief's not on the line. The Bloodline's not on the line. No titles on the line. Nothing's on the line. The only thing that's on the line is
and bragging rights.
Roman Reigns has only lost one match in the last 3 years, and that was against
Cody Rhodes.
So are they going to bring him back in his first match back, have him lose to Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa? If they do, then I think that it's going to be a major smosh fest, and somebody else is going to have to come out to help at some point.
If you smell...
Please no.
Mulligan.
That's all right.
Now,
you can take your mulligan when it gets around to me. I'll take my
fine.
mulligan, so I still get last.
Corey has no mulligan left.
That's okay. So for this one, we've got, like you were saying, I mean, there's too many layers to this onion. I mean, you've got the bloodline trying to get bragging rights and for pride, and then against two guys that don't want to be in there with each other, but yet want to beat the other team. You got the whole drama between Kevin Owens and Cody. You got the whole bloodline and against Roman, and what's going on in there. You've got, what are we up to? 2 more family members that are supposedly signed or debuting soon.
Who knows?
You've also got the Rock that's always in discussion with all that drama and whatnot, and there's no
And
Bloodline
Jimmy came back at a house show. Did you see that?
Did he?
He came back at a house show.
Well, and okay, so here's something else to consider. Who's to say that it doesn't start to turn into a schmoz, and all of a sudden here comes KO coming out to help them, but then as soon as he sees Roman, he just can't control himself, and he turns on Roman, and then he turns on Cody, and
there's so much to it. And
like there's
they're playing the tweener card on everybody, even loosely connected to Cody right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody except for Randy Orton, who would be my clear choice to put against Cody into an actual program, but I think they're going to do the KO program instead, which I'm good with that too, because he's awesome.
They just have to do a short program to get Cody through till Mania.
Right.
Oh yeah, not much. I'm gonna say Bloodline goes over, and I say we're gonna get a run in from somebody that should not be there or somebody new.
Okay.
And I don't mean the the Tonga boys.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in it anyways. We know that.
I'm going to go with what I want. I want Cody and Roman only because I just want to see,
excuse me.
I want to see Roman just start to really get his hands on Solo, and Solo cowered out and kind of peel away to set up that. They're already doing it. It's already in the works. Everybody can see it. I want to see that a little bit more front and center. And if we go back the last time that Cody was in a 6-man tag against the Bloodline, it was with KO and Randy Orton, and they lost. So Cody gets to win this one.
Okay, so here's my determining factor then.
Okay.
Do Corey and I have any differing choices?
Finn Balor, Damien Priest.
That's the only one.
Okay. Yes.
We could throw in a tiebreaker if you want. Just in the off chance that the champion isn't in the tie.
Nope, then the title's vacated.
I also think Tiffy's going to end up taking that one. So,
Yep, that's not one of your choices.
I mean, even if you agreed with Corey on this one with Bloodline, it's going to come down to Finn Balor, Damien Priest for you guys.
And then how many do you and I have?
Nia Jax.
We all chose Nia Jax.
Yeah, wow. I chose Finn Balor. I chose Liv Morgan. I chose Drew McIntyre.
And I chose CM Punk.
And you chose CM Punk and Damien Priest and Rhea Ripley. So you and I don't have... Nia Jax is the only one that we've got. Yeah. I mean, I am the king of predictions. Drew McIntyre's winning, so I've got it.
For another week. Actually, for a few more days.
It's true.
Okay, I'm going to predict KO is going to cost him and the Bloodline's going to win it.
Ooh.
So, that's my prediction.
All right.
And then Jimmy's going to come out and super kick KO. No, I'm just That would be great, but no.
What I would love to see out of this, really, is as the schmoz is all happening, I would like there to kind of be this almost a 5-on-5 to where we kind of see at least a 4-on-4, but maybe a 5-on-5 to where we could see, oh, is this Survivor Series War Games?
Series.
You know,
Yep.
so, I mean, obviously you got Jacob and Solo and the Tongas, and we assume we're going to get Roman and the Usos. I thought it would be Sammy Uso for number 4. It could be Cody Uso for the 4th. I don't know. Which would just be a weird mix.
And see, I don't see the Usos coming back, especially with Jay having the IC belt. I think it's probably going to be Randy, Kevin, Cody, Roman, maybe Jimmy. I don't know.
I can totally see Jay coming in for Survivor Series. Sort of do a branch it over a little bit, because Survivor Series being a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have him on SmackDown working matches, defending the title on SmackDown, but yet he can still make an appearance here and there, or have Roman come over to Raw to help out his cousin.
He's defending the title next week on Raw, though, against Xavier Woods. Yeah.
Well, and I could also see...
And you got Gunther and Sammy.
Yeah.
Right.
I could see Jay doing that, so that way you don't necessarily have to have that belt defended at the pay-per-view, at Survivor Series. Plus, I think I even in last week in one of those episodes, I had kind of mentioned, you know, prior to Jimmy winning it, or to Jay winning it, we had talked about how I could see him getting it quickly before we get to Survivor Series. So he's like, yeah, I got this thing going on, but I'm willing to come over and help you because we're blood. So yeah, I could see him doing that. It would be weird to have Cody in that mix, but
a little peek behind the curtains for people that were listening. We actually recorded that episode like 2 hours prior to Jay actually winning the belt.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, hey, here it is.
Zach, who would have thunk?
Because we're like, Jay deserves it.
Right.
And he did.
Yep. Which, another little added benefit. Corey, had you watched much Simon Miller prior to me mentioning his name?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen him off and on for years. He's the one, the 1, 2, oh.
Yeah, the 1, 2, ooh. Yeah, that was hilarious because you wind up, like, right after, I think it was the next day, you're like, I love Simon Miller. And it was like, yes, Simon Miller is amazing. Goofy wrestling is hilarious.
Oh, he's a nutball.
Yeah, and his ups and downs.
The number of the number of espressos that he has to shoot before filming 5 minutes is like insane. Because he's just like 100 miles an hour and off the wall, and then here our brain's gonna go over here. The ADHD going in that guy's head is just
he's just got an IV of pure caffeine hitting.
Apparently. Something.
Caffeine and squirrel.
Yep. All right, Corey, you said you had, just for giggles and grins, you had a tiebreaker idea.
Yeah. Gunther and Sammy. Or would we all just choose Gunther?
Yeah, it's Gunther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that would.
Well, then,
I mean,
don't get me wrong. I love Sammy. He's not going to win it, even if they do have that match.
I would like to. I don't see it either, but it's nice for him to get a title shot.
Yeah.
No, I have a feeling Gunther's going to keep it, and the way that they're going, Gunther will keep it until CM Punk winds up winning it.
Oh,
well, now they're pushing Braun Breaker against him.
Yeah, that won't happen. The way they're doing it, it's CM Punk's going to be the one to dethrone Gunther. And it'll just be take all of these chops, and then there's your rite of passage. And only for then Seth Rollins to take it back from CM Punk. Which, then I'll giggle.
That would be funny.
That's the long-term booking.
Keep that one going.
I mean, I would prefer it. I would prefer to see some more Gunther and Drew McIntyre. Like, I don't care that they're both heels. Like, just let me see that some more, because that's just good wrestling.
Yep.
But
well, I could potentially see them, if they were to reposition Gunther, could see them eventually turning him face and the crowd coming around to him out of sheer respect. I don't see it happening anytime soon, because he's walking around with that walking billboard for birth control. So, I mean, that skinny guy that follows him around,
Ludwig
the
Kaiser.
look on his face like he smelled a fart. Just,
But he's a good wrestler. He's a good worker.
oh, he can go. Oh yeah, yeah. No criticism there, other than he's just got the most punchable face that I've seen on wrestling in a while.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, I guess we will see who walks away from this Saturday at WWE Bad Blood in Atlanta as being the prediction champion. I will say that I am the first three-time prediction champion. So, Corey and Dustin both have 2 reigns. I have 3.
For now.
Is this Beetlejuice?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So,
it's a good
all
movie,
right.
by the way.
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Bye.
See ya. Have fun. Catch you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.